our great Acharya. So we should speak about his life. Always we can learn so many things from the life of the great Acharyas. What to speak of Madhavendra Puri. So during the Nityanand Prabhu's tour of all the holy places of India for the purpose of purifying them, not that he get purified, but they are so compassionate by their presence that they can purify those places. So Nityanand Prabhu is making the tour to purify all the places by the will of providence. And he happened to meet Madhavendra Puri somewhere in Western India. And when Nityanand Prabhu saw Madhavendra Puri, he fainted away in a swoon of aesthetic love. And his transcendental body became completely still. Similarly, when Madhavendra Puri gazed upon Nityanand Prabhu, he completely forgot himself and fainted to the ground. This is how much ecstasy we should get by seeing the pure devotees. Sri Gaurachandra used to repeatedly remark that in relishing the mellows of love in devotion, there is no one to compare with Madhavendra Puri. When the disciples of Madhavendra Puri, headed by Ishwar Puri, saw their spiritual master and the Prabhu fallen in a faint of aesthetic love, they began to cry. Gradually, Nityanand Prabhu and Madhavendra Puri got back to their external consciousness. And when their eyes opened and they again got sight of one another, they put their arms around each other's necks and cried tears of joy. Then they began to roll in the sandy earth, carried by the waves of aesthetic love. We can picture this wonderful meeting of the Vaishnavas. While rending the sky with the loud roaring, as a river of love began to flow from their eyes, Mother Earth considered herself to be blessed in being flooded by that inundation. Somebody has, Tulsi Priya Mataji has unmuted. Haribo. So Mother Earth considered herself to be blessed in being flooded by that inundations of tears of love. And with the appearance of the transformation brought by bhav, trembling, tears, and standing of the hair on the end, it could be understood that their bodies had become a place of pastimes for Chaitanya Goswami. Nityanand exclaimed, quote, "Today I have received the fruit of all my travels to the holy places. In seeing the feet of Madhavendra Puri, I have received the treasure of love of God, and thus my life has become blessed." So, when we see the lotus feet of our great pure devotees or our spiritual master, we should feel so happy to take complete shelter. Madhavendra Puri continued to embrace Nityanand Prabhu. He didn't let him go tightly to his chest and he wanted to say something, but his voice was choked up due to experiencing intense emotions. Ishwarpuri, Brahmanandpuri, and the other disciple of Sri Madhavendra Puri present, they became also completely enamored by Nityanand Prabhu. Some other pilgrims were present at that place, but due to being devoid of devotion, they couldn't understand what was going on and continued to converse among themselves. It's very difficult to understand unless we have a love of God in our heart. Otherwise, we will also keep on continue our conversation rather than dwelling in the exchange of love by the great devotees. The devotees felt some sorrow to see the behavior of those dull-headed brutes, so they retreated into the forest to be rid of their company. When they were alone together again, their distress was destroyed, and they continued to relish the mellow of Krishna Prem. In this way, Nityanand Prabhu and Madhavendra Puri spent some days together in the happiness of Krishna Katha. Madhavendra Puri's love of God was very uncommon. Simply upon seeing a dark rain cloud, he would fall down unconscious. Day and night, he imbibed the spirituous liquor of Krishna Prem and thus remained intoxicated, sometimes laughing, sometimes crying, sometimes raising a tumultuous hue and cry. Nityanand Prabhu also behaved just like a madman, falling down on the ground, his body agitated by the waves of ecstasy. As lava belches forth from a volcano. Loud laughter erupted from his mouth, while his whole body, as if in the throes of a great earthquake, trembled violently. Never before having seen such unprecedented display of aesthetic emotions, Madhavendra Puri's disciple continuously remained engaged in Hari Kirtan. No one knew whether it was a day or night. Having become completely absorbed in the mellows of Krishna Prem, the days were passing through, it seems to them, that not even a moment had elapsed yet. Whatever was discussed between Madhavendra Puri and Nityanand Prabhu is known only to them and Sri Krishna Chandra. Who else is capable of understanding such subject matter? Madhavendra Puri was unable to give up Nityanand's Prabhu company, so he continued to roam about, keeping Nityanand Prabhu with him. Madhavendra Puri told his disciple, quote, "Never before anywhere in all my travels to all the holy places have I ever seen such love as this. I could understand that the Supreme Lord is merciful to me. When I got a friend like Nityanand Prabhu as my close companion, whenever one gets his association, that place becomes the sum total of all holy places and non-different from Vaikuntha itself. Whoever simply hears about him will definitely get the association of Krishna Chandra. And whoever bears even the slightest enmity toward him, though he may be a devotee, is not dear to Krishna. Haribol. So in this way, day and night, Madhavendra praised the attractive qualities of Nityananda Prabhu. Lord Nityananda respected Madhavendra Puri as his guru and always behaved with him in that mood of relationship. So after traveling together for some days, finally Nityanand Prabhu set off in the direction of Setubandh. There, thus they remain in this transcendental state of consciousness. If in external consciousness they would cease to live. Chaitanya Bhagavat Adi Lila 9, 158 to 192 describe in detail. At that time of his departure from this world, Madhavendra Puri was completely absorbed in separation from Krishna and constantly repeated one shloka. And this verse is considered by the Gaudiya Vaishnavas to be the essence of expressions of the mood of separation. Among his associates and disciples were Sri Advaita Acharya, Sri Pundarik Vidyanidhi, Sri Nityanand Prabhu, Sri Iswar Puri, Sri Paramanand Puri, Sri Rang Puri, Sri Ramchandra Puri, Sri Narsimha Tirth, Sri Raghupati Upadhyay, Sri Sukhananda Puri, among others. Madhavendra Puri's body is totally imbued with divine love, as are his followers as well. He takes nothing other than the juice of the mallows of love for Krishna as his foodstuff. Thus, his body has become the place of pastime of Sri Krishna. Chaitanya Bhagavat explains Adi Lila 9.155. So Madhavendra's Puri deities, Gopalji, that he found, he came into the dream to excavate from the ground, is presently residing at the North Dwar in Rajasthan and worshipped by the followers of Vallabhacharya. So we pray the divine lotus feet of Madhavendra Puri to bestow his mercy upon all of us. Madhavendra Puri was appeared in the 14th century, and he was the guru of Brahma or Madhava Sampradaya, one of the four, Brahma, Sri, Rudra, and Sanaka, Vaishnava lineage that purify the world in this age of Kali. And Madhavendra Puri was the disciple of Lakshmipati Tirth, and his lineage is so wonderful as we discuss. And Madhavendra Puri's disappearance day is the Shukla Dwadasi of the month of Falgun. Madhavendra Puri was well-known sannyasi of the Madhava Sampradaya, and his grand disciple was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And prior to his appearance, there was no evidence of a prema bhakti in Madhava line. In his verse, Ai Dinya Dayadranath, Chaitanya Charitamrita 24197, the seed of religious doctrines of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can be found. Madhavendra Puri was the first fruit of the desire tree of divine love that came out of the Madhava lineage. Prior to his appearance, there was no sign of the conjugal mood of devotion in the Madhava line. The feeling of separation from Krishna or transcendental vipralamba is the only practice by which the spirit soul can achieve perfection. Material feelings of separation give rise to a despondency that reveals the attachment one has for matter, whereas the despondency that results from the feeling of separation for Krishna are the base proof of one's desire to bring pleasure to his senses. The desire to bring pleasure to Krishna's senses shown by Madhavendra Puri, the great soul, who is the root of this movement, is the ideal example to follow for anyone who wishes to serve the Lord. It is especially worth remarking that Mahaprabhu and his close followers later adopted this example and made it their standard. This is what the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj says. So, about the Gopal deities, once Sri Madhavendra Puri traveled to Vrindavan, where he came upon the hill known as Govardhan. And Madhavendra Puri was almost mad in his ecstasy of love of Godhead. And he did not know whether it was day or night. Haribol. How much intense feeling they must have that no external thing can get into their life or mind. Haribol. Sometimes he stood up and sometimes he fell to the ground. He could not even discriminate whether he was in a proper place or not. After circumambulating the hill, Madhavendra Puri went to Govindakund and took his bath. Actually, at the bank of the Govindakund, he was also sitting and spending the night, and where we knows that pastime that Krishna personally came to deliver the milk to Madhavendra Puri. He then sat beneath a tree to take his evening rest. And while he was sitting beneath a tree, an unknown cowherd boy came with a pot of milk, placed it before Madhavendra Puri, and smiling, addressed him as follows: "Please drink the milk I have brought. Why don't you bake some food to eat? What kind of meditations are you undergoing?" When he saw the beauty of that boy, Madhavendra Puri became very satisfied. Hearing his sweet words, he forgot all hunger and thirst. Madhavendra Puri said, "Who are you? Where do you reside? And how did you know that I was fasting?" So the boy replied, "Sir, I'm a cowherd boy, and I reside in this village. And in my village, no one fasts. In this village, a person can beg food from others and thus eat. Some people drink only milk. But if a person does not ask anyone for food, I supply him all his eatables. The woman who came here to take water, she saw you, and they supplied me with milk and water.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, you are muted.
And Madhavendra Puri's heart was filled with wonder. So after drinking the milk, Madhavendra Puri washed the pot and put it aside, knowing that the boy will come to pick it up. He looked over the path, but the boy never returned. So Madhavendra Puri could not sleep. He sat and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And at the end of the night, he dozed a little and his external activity stopped. In a dream, Madhavendra Puri saw the very same boy, Haribol. So in the dream, what did the Madhavendra see? That the boy came before him and holding his hand, took him to a bush in a jungle. And the boy showed Madhavendra Puri the bush and said, quote, I reside in this bush. And because of this, I suffer very much from severe cold, rain showers, winds, and scorching heat. Please bring the people of the village and get them to take me out of this bush. Then have them situate me nicely on the top of the hill. And then he instructed further that please construct a temple on the top of that hill. And the boy continued, and install me in that temple. And after this, wash me with large quantity of cold water, so that my body may be cleansed. For many days I have been observing you, and I have been wondering, when will Madhavendra Puri come here to show me? I have accepted your service due to your aesthetic love for me. Thus, I shall appear, and by my audience, all fallen soul will be delivered. So if you have not gone to Nath Dwar to see the deity, you have to go. Lots of people goes there and you get fraction of seconds and the people will push away. You have to be intense to see that. And then he identified that my name is Gopal and I'm the lifter of the Govardhan hill. I was installed by Vajranabha, the grandson of Krishna. And here I'm authority. And when the Mohammedans attacked, the priest who was serving me hid me in this bush, in this jungle. But then he ran away out of fear of the attack. So since the prince went away, I have been staying in this bush. And it is very good that you have come here. Now just remove me with care. This is whole incident is described in detail in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 4, verse 21 through 43. So Madhavendra then went to the place where this boy instructed him to go and found the Gopal deity, and the grand installation was held for Sri Gopal. What is left of the temple that he was worshipped in can still be seen on the top of the Govardhan hill, not far from the Sankarshan Kund. So when we go to the Bhakti Vedanta ashram, and if we continue the parikrama, then I think the Sankarshan Kund come first or the second stop on our parikrama. So let's perfect time to end the reading. It's 6:57. We should be punctual. Sorry, it took 2 minutes more. But with those thoughts, always remain happy, jubilant, and fearless. Always remain in an ecstasy of the love of Krishna. Then you won't feel hungry, you won't feel sleepy. That's the blessings we get by chanting holy name. So I really want to thank those devotees who take austerity every single day to join from Connecticut, New Hampshire, Aurora, Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Cottonville, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Phoenix, Tempe, Austin, College Station, San Jose, Portland, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Baltimore, Baton Rouge, Alachua, Orlando, Jacksonville, Ohio, St. Louis, Loganville, Georgia, San Diego, Alaska, Maine, Ottawa, New Orleans, Laguna Beach, California, Vancouver, Toronto, Calcutta, New Delhi, and Houston. So Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So thank you very much. The devotees who has to
Prabhupada ki jai. Good
take
morning.
up
Hare
Hari,
Krishna.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So the devotees who has to go and perform the prescribed duty, they are most welcome to leave. And the devotees who wants to hang around for another hour or so, they can do so. So let's chant some more Hare Krishna Mahamantra on this wonderful base reference day of our great Acharya, who has given us the deity worship actually. Madhavendra Puri is the one who installed Srimati Radharani. Before that, our Sampradaya was just worshipping Krishna alone. So we should be so grateful to give us that mode of conjugal love by Madhavendra Puri, and we should remain in depth. And only way we can please those personality is by following in his footsteps. Then we can see we can attain the similar pure love of Krishna in our heart. So again, we pray at his lotus feet to bestow his mercy upon all of us. So one day, maybe after many lives, we may attain the pure love of God. Hari Bol. So let's chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.